Hi, and welcome to Domain 10 of MicroSolutions' Manufacturer's Guide to CMMC 2.0. Today we're going to talk about physical protection. So here's the simplest way to think about physical protection. If someone can physically access it, they can eventually control it. Let's slow that down and break it down further. Every cybersecurity framework, including CMMC, assumes something basic but often overlooked. Digital controls only work when physical access is controlled first. Passwords, permissions, encryption, monitoring, none of those matter if the wrong person can walk into the wrong space, touch the wrong system, or remove the wrong device. In manufacturing environments, this matters even more. You have shared facilities. You have visitors, vendors, drivers, auditors, and partners. You have shop floors, offices, server rooms, network closets, and storage areas, often all under one roof. Physical protection exists to make sure those environments have clear boundaries, not because people are untrustworthy, but because environments are complex. This domain is about making sure physical access supports your digital controls, instead of quietly undermining them. Let's clarify what this domain actually governs. Physical protection is about controlling physical access to the systems, equipment, and information based on role and need. That includes where people can go, what they can access, and under what conditions. It's not turning your facility into a fortress, it's not assuming employees or visitors have bad intentions, and it's certainly not about slowing production or daily operations down. CMMC does not expect paranoia. It expects intentional boundaries. The goal is simple here. People should only be able to physically access what they need to do their job. No more, no less. Before thinking about controls or audits, here are 5 executive-level questions worth asking. Have we clearly defined which areas are sensitive and which are not? Is physical access to those sensitive areas intentionally limited or just historically assumed? Do we handle visitors consistently, or does it depend on who happens to be around that day? If someone asked us who accessed a sensitive area last week, could we reasonably answer? And finally, do our physical access rules match our digital access rules, or do they conflict? These questions aren't about judgment, they're about visibility. From an assessor's perspective, physical protection is surprisingly practical. They're generally looking for a few core things. First, defined physical boundaries. Assessors want to see that you've identified areas where sensitive system or information exists. Second, controlled access to those areas. That control can be simple as long as it's intentional and consistent. Third, evidence of visitor and access management. That might include visitor logs, escort procedures, signage, or access records. To put it plainly, assessors just want to see that sensitive areas aren't casually accessible, visitors don't wander freely through your shop, and access decisions aren't purely informational. They're looking for reasonable discipline, not perfection. In real manufacturing environments, certain patterns start to show up again and again. Shared keys or badges, visitors walking around unescorted because they've been here before, server rooms treated more like storage closets, sensitive equipment located in spaces that feel general purpose. These situations usually don't come from negligence, they come from trust built over time, fast-moving operations, and environments designed for productivity first. CMMC doesn't punish trust, it simply asks you to formalize it. A strong physical protection posture feels calm and predictable. Sensitive areas are clearly marked and understood. Access is intentional, not accidental. People know where they can and can't go without needing constant reminders. Visitors are acknowledged, guided, and accounted for. Employees don't feel policed, they feel oriented. Most importantly, leadership has confidence that sensitive systems and information aren't casually exposed. Nothing dramatic, just clarity. Let's talk about how organizations typically strengthen this domain. From a procedure standpoint, they need to define sensitive areas in writing, establish simple visitor handling expectations, and clarify how access is granted, changed, and removed. From a people standpoint, we need to assign clear responsibility for access decisions. Make sure someone owns reviews, not just approvals. From a technology standpoint, we need to use basic access controls appropriate to the environment. Visibility matters more than complexity. And from an evidence standpoint, we need to keep visitor logs, maintain access lists, and use signage and written policies that reflect the reality. The goal is alignment, not over-engineering. Physical protection doesn't stand alone. It's one of the 14 domains of CMMC, and they all directly support each other. For example, physical protection supports media protection, personnel security, and of course, access control. Our ebook walks through how these domains reinforce each other so physical, digital, and procedural controls work as a single system instead of isolated roles. And if you're ready for implementation, please check out the implementation guide as well. It's designed to help leadership see the whole picture without needing to become technical experts. Physical protection isn't about fear. It's about awareness, boundaries, and consistency. When physical access is intentional, digital controls hold. When boundaries are clear, exposure drops. And when controls are simple and visible, they're easier to maintain. This domain isn't asking you to change who you trust. It's asking you to make sure your environment reflects that trust responsibly. And when that happens, a large category of avoidable risk quietly disappears. That's the point of physical protection. Thanks for sticking around to the end of Domain 10. We look forward to seeing you in Domain 11. And don't forget to check out the implementation guide and ebook associated with this video. Thank you.